Hey family, welcome to the channel. So without further ado, let's get into this energy. Let's see what what spirit has for us. I haven't used the Wonderland cards in a while. I like their energy, so we're gonna tap into this energy real quick. All right, messages of clarity and truth for our powerful, brilliant Scorpios. All right, family. So the first thing I have here is keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. So right now, Spirit is saying there's something frustrating or something that could be about to take place that's really going to test your temperament. Spirit says make sure to keep your anger in check. How it says be slow to speak. Wait, what is it? Be slow to speak and quick to hear. It's like be slow to anger, because I feel like there is something, a situation or somebody that's going to try to get you outside of your character. And this is so that, I believe, so that they want to persuade other people that you are not as calm, cool, and collected as you are, or that you appear to be, or that people praise you for being. And with that, Spirit says someone is coming in to really get you off of your balance. Don't let them do it. Next thing we have here is messages for a rabbit, a service to the animal world. I feel like right now, Spirit says make sure that because you are you're doing a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes that's coming towards you, and not just that, but I feel like there are individuals that are seeing this change, and they could want you to fall into old habits of taking care of situations. Spirit says only serve those things in which you are called to. Also, this may be a time for you to truly invest in something that you want to invest in, or if it's if you have a passion for animals, or a passion for doing some type of extracurricular activity outside of what you normally do that's giving back. Spirit says give back in that way, because I feel like there are people that are wanting you to take on their responsibilities. And Spirit says only serve those things that you feel called to, not because you feel obligated to. The next energy we have here is you are rare and free. There are not many people like you. Spirit says you are walking in this abundance because of your uniqueness. All right. So right now, first you have to understand that there is nobody like you. And we talk about that all the time, Scorpio family. Like people, envy is really a pointless type of energy, because people are watching you that could never do what you do, just like you could never do what they do, in the energy in which they can do it in, because there's nobody like you. That Spirit is saying right now for you to acknowledge that you're very rare, acknowledge that you are sought after, because when you acknowledge who you truly are, then those are when you can set up healthy boundaries, and you know what to take in and what not, what is your portion and what's not. And right now I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in your life, and Spirit wants you to know that you're deserving of everything that's coming in. But be mindful not to allow people to guilt you into doing things for them. Do not allow people to misuse your kindness for weakness, and don't let people put you in a bubble or in a confined space in which you are too big to stay in. Okay, messages of clarity and truth, Spirit. Stick to it. Ooh, messages, clarity and truth. Should our Scorpios do this thing? All right. First thing I see here is you can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present. So right now, I feel that there are people or situations that are wanting to bring back the old you. The old you that'll slap a motherfucker in a second. The old you that'll jump down somebody's throat. First of all, don't you be dun-dun-dun. See, people want to prove to others that you have not changed. And that's the one thing that's hard for those who remember you at one particular point in life, is that they can't understand how you changed so much. So what they're going to try to do is to see if they can pull you back in. It's kind of like once you realize you're out of the matrix, and you have the ability to control things, and that a lot of things that we were programmed with are not the truth. It's kind of like that, but instead of trying to and instead of trying to prove to others, they want you to revert back to your old ways, the old verbiage you used to use, the old ways on how you used to handle things. And Spirit says right now, understand that you are not that person. So when someone tries to bring something out in you that no longer exists, they're only going to come up empty. You know, that's kind of like a person that's not a cursor. You know, you try to get somebody to curse you out. You know, if they do say a cuss word, it don't even sound right. We know that's not you. You don't hold those characteristics. So Spirit says, be mindful of your growth and acknowledge that you are not the same person. Even if others who once known of you try to bring that old person back, they'll have to go to the grave. And then right now we have choices. It says feeling blocked, restrained. I feel like right now we're in an energy where we are being placed in a place where we can call everything into fruition. And it's kind of like, what choice am I going to make now? Sometimes we can be so blessed and get so far that you'll get to a point to like, what do I do now? Spirit says, understand that if you continue to serve those things that bring you happiness and joy, a path is always going to develop for you. So with that, it's kind of like, make sure the best choices that you make, even if you may have a brain fart or you may feel blocked, at that point, it's time to reevaluate where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do. I know a lot of times people feel like, you know, I've accomplished everything that I desire. Spirit says, if you accomplish everything you desire, now it's time for you to think bigger and better. Understand, never be content. You could be content to a point to where you like, you know what, I finally made it. This is in the arena that you can realize you have changed. Things have changed. You have taken control of your life from where it was to where it is now. And Spirit says sometimes you could dwell in that moment, stay in that moment, be happy in that moment. But when that moment starts getting stagnant, Spirit says then it's going to be time to create more, think bigger. So you have to, you know, start imagining things the way more better. Like, it's like just keep going up. I see here, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. And that's another thing. Spirit says, baby, you are so powerful. And the things, a lot of times we fear the unknown, not knowing how things are going to play themselves out. Spirit says it's not your portion. All you have to do is just think big and do it. No need to fear because you are powerful. And that's the thing, to continue to walk in your power, to continue to know who you are. And when you know who you are, it's like it's like being rooted. You won't fall easily, or you won't be so swayed to the point of no return when the storms come. Because I feel like someone is going to try to bring about a storm, but they're so weak, it's just going to be like, you huffed and puffed on some bricks, bitch. Anyway, all right, Scorpios, I love you, love yourself. Mwah.